Hello, and welcome to this Getting Started with ReadyRosie for a New School Year guide. Some of you have started with ReadyRosie perhaps in the middle of the year, maybe in the fall or spring semester. Some of you maybe started in the fall last year, but you haven't yet thought about what you're going to do for the new school year. Keep in mind, everyone's got a new fresh crop of parents coming in that you want to engage with this great resource. In addition, in a lot of cases, you have some new teachers or some reassignments to different schools. So there's a lot of reason to kind of think about getting started afresh to be able to take advantage of this resource with your family. So I want to walk you through a few things. First of all, we want to talk through what's new with ReadyRosie. A lot of new things have happened over the last school year that we want to make you aware of. We want to get access for your teachers because if we found teachers who are paramount to this process of finding ways to partner with their parents in the education of their children. So we're going to talk a bit about that. We're going to talk about training your teachers and some options for that. And also finally, registering families. So we have come up with a brand new platform this summer. We launched it on August 1st that makes it easier for parents, teachers, and administrators to use with a lot of new features for your parents, a lot of new features for your teachers to be able to utilize and customize and individualize for your families. And finally, a new platform for administrators that gives you the data that you're looking for to be able to best manage this resource appropriately. All this has been based on the feedback we've gotten from folks like you and your teachers that are out there in the field. So we think you'd like it. We'd love a chance to show you what's there and how this can work in a beneficial way for all of your stakeholders. We also have added this year a series of family workshops. We know that this is a digital tool that gets put into the hands of your parents, regardless of whether they show up to a family night or not, but you still do those sorts of things like family nights, family literacy events, perhaps parent-teacher conferences, or whatever that you're doing to engage your parents live at your campus throughout the year. We've created 6 family workshops that we give you and all your teachers full access to. There's a facilitator's guide, a PowerPoint presentation that embeds video content out of our library that relates to that topic at hand. They're interactive, they're fun, they're filled with activities, but everything is made simple for your teachers to be able to take advantage of these. So here are the key concepts that are discussed through these workshops. Again, you get access to it. Everything is translated in English and Spanish for your families. This is a feature that's included in ReadyRosie. It's not separate. You have it and you'll have access to it as you kick off this new school year. So just another way to be able to integrate this with some of your traditional family engagement events there. But some of you guys last year were using this ReadyRosie Share platform in order to get your parents registered and also to be able to begin perhaps customizing content for your families. It really is a powerful feature. For those of you who haven't used it, you've probably been relying on sending flyers home to parents and hoping that they're jumping to a website to register themselves and then not really knowing how to track that. We found that schools that are using the Share platform to register their families, they find that they're able to get 80 to 100% of their families enrolled in ReadyRosie quite quickly at the beginning of the school year. And the reason why is it starts with the teachers. Instead of we asking the parents to go invite themselves and register themselves, it starts with an invitation from a parent. It takes about 30 seconds for a teacher to put a parent in the system. That sends an invite out to these families. They're able to get logged in, create their own password and all the settings that they need. And then the cool thing is the teacher's able to track the progress of when they have actually accepted that invite. So if you're setting goals for your families and your teachers to say, hey, let's get 100% of our families invited and enrolled by October 15th, whatever that might be, you now have the tools to be able to do that and track that. So this is what it looks like for families. After they get that invite, they can get it in English or in Spanish, and it makes it easy for them to be able to log on, find out what ReadyRosie is, and then they're connected and start having access to the videos and the weekly messages that get pushed out to them. So it all starts by us getting access to your teachers. So even if we gave access to your teachers, say last November, last August, last March, whatever it happens to be, we still want to get them in there to make sure with this new platform that they're connected to the right schools. And if you've had any changes, we want to make sure we account for that. So we want to get a fresh list of all your teachers and what campuses they're at and their email addresses. We've attached that here to this form where you're able to download that and send that to us. We'll get that in the system so they can get rocking and rolling for a new school year. So that's a simple part of the process that you want to do, and you can do that right away and get that to us. We also want to think about training for your teachers. So even if they have been using this last year with all the new updates, it's worth getting a refresher at the very least, if not a full-blown kind of re-engagement into ReadyRosie, especially if you have new folks. We have some options for that. We have a recorded webinar. You can take part in a live webinar, and we have some options to do that. Or if you're really motivated and want to bring our team out to train you live, we can talk about some options to be able to do that. But we want to think about some options to train your teachers so we get everyone off on the right foot and set some goals for everybody and start using this powerful resource. We've also added this year, we have 8 new professional development modules. So this would be something that's above and beyond your current contract with ReadyRosie, but a lot of you are looking for professional development, specifically around the areas of family engagement and how to get your teachers thinking about the power of that. So we've created 8 great modules on these topics. We have some great experts that can come to your campus whenever that's helpful for you to be able to do a half day, a full day, one of these sessions, a mix of them, whatever makes sense for you guys. Let us know if you're interested in that. So next steps, you want to get all your teacher and admin info to us for that ReadyRosie Share Access. So got a spreadsheet attached to this page that you guys are accessing this with, that you're able to download that, fill that out, and send that back to us to be able to get access for all of them, and we'll get your account set up for you. We want to talk to you about training for your teachers. Again, we've got live options available, but also recorded options. But that's something you want to go ahead and commit to. You as a team and with your teachers, you want to clarify goals. What are our goals for our teachers in terms of how they're using this, how they're getting their parents invited? What are your goals even for your parents? What expectations are you sending along to them in terms of how you want them to utilize it? We've got a lot of programs that are starting to replace homework with ReadyRosie. A lot of Head Start programs we're working with are using this as part of their parent requirements. And so there's a lot of way to make goals even for your parents as it relates to their usage of this, and then track it using our new data tools. So as I mentioned with goals, you want to set a deadline for your teachers to invite their parents. That's a best practice as well. But also we want to offer to you, if you want, you can contact us for a free implementation session where we can go over all the new features. We can talk to you about your goals, your strategies, talk to you about some training options, and really get you a good in-depth discussion about how you want to launch ReadyRosie and get you setting off in the right direction. So if that's something you want to take advantage of, just contact us. We'll put some contact information there, right there on the screen, and you can just let us know when you want to set that up, and we'll get you going with that. So that's the updates. Again, take advantage of the steps here on the sheet. Let us know how we can help and help get you guys started with a great new year with ReadyRosie.